remember the sound before the fire, and not the crackling of flames, but it was the horns, the pipes, the lyres, the drums, 1,000 instruments crying out across the plain of Dura, like a command from heaven itself. Except it was not heaven speaking. It was a king. King Nebuchadnezzar had built an image of gold that reaches towards the sky. It was a monument of his power, his pride, and his glory. It glittered beneath the Babylonian sun like a second sunrise. And when the music played, every knee was to bend, every head was to bow, every soul was to worship or burn. The decree echoed across the crowd: bow or be thrown into the furnace. I looked at my brothers, Meshach and Abednego. The sea of people around us began to move, thousands upon thousands dropping to their knees like wheat bending before a storm. The dust rose, the music thundered, the earth itself seemed to kneel. But we did not. Oh, my heart pounded so fiercely I thought the crowd must hear it. Do not believe those who tell this story and imagine that we felt no fear. We were afraid. Afraid of pain, afraid of death, afraid of what fire does to flesh. But there is something greater than fear, and that is faith, my brothers. Not certainty that God will rescue you, but faith that he is worthy even if he does not. The crowd lowered, and we remained standing. 3 men against an empire, 3 servants against a king, 3 faithful hearts against the roar of Babylon. It did not take long for us to be noticed. Accusers came swiftly. Their words dripped with satisfaction. These men pay no attention to you, O king. I can still see Nebuchadnezzar's face, his rage, his disbelief, his pride wounded before all his kingdom. He gave us another chance. One more opportunity to save ourselves. One bow, one compromise, one moment of surrender. Just bend the knee, just this once. His voice shook with fury as he demanded, "What God can deliver you from my hands?" The room grew silent. And somehow in that silence, peace found us. My brother spoke first, and then another, and then I joined them. O king, we have no need to defend ourselves before you. If our God chooses to deliver us, then he can. If he chooses not to, he is still God, and we will not bow. Not to your image, not to your pride, not to your fear, not to your threats. And the furnace was heated 7 times hotter. I remember seeing the flames leap from its mouth like hungry beasts. The heat struck my face from yards away. Soldiers seized us. Ropes bound our hands. The king's fury had become madness. As they dragged us towards the opening, I felt the heat tearing the breath from my lungs. The soldiers threw us forward, and then came the fire. The world became light. A terrible consuming light. The flames swallowed everything. The sound, the heat, the fear. For one impossible moment, I thought death had come. But death never arrived. Instead, I felt something fall away. It was the ropes, the bonds, the chains that held us, gone. They were consumed, burned to ash, and yet we stood. I looked at my brothers, alive, unharmed. And then I saw him. There are moments that words cannot carry, moments too holy for human language. Yet I will try. For there, in the heart of the furnace where death should have reigned, another stood among us, not burned, not afraid, not overwhelmed. The fire bent around him as though creation itself knew its master. His presence was peace. His presence was home. Outside the furnace, kings ruled nations. Inside the furnace, we walked with the King of Heaven. The flames that were meant to destroy us became our testimony. The furnace that was meant to be our grave became our sanctuary. The place of execution became the place of encounter. And then we heard Nebuchadnezzar's voice, no longer proud, no longer furious, terrified, astounded, broken. Did we not throw 3 men into the fire? 3, yet he saw 4, and the 4th looked like the Son of God. The king called us out, and we walked from the furnace. No, not carried, not crawling, walking. The crowd gathered around us. They searched for burns. There were none. The fire had not harmed our bodies. Our clothes were untouched. Not a hair on our heads was singed. There was not even the smell of smoke upon us. The only thing the fire consumed was the chains. And perhaps that is the lesson. You see, sometimes God calms the fire. Sometimes he does not. Sometimes he closes the furnace door. Sometimes he allows us to walk straight into it. But when the flames come, I ask you, remember this. The great miracle was not that we escaped the fire. The greatest miracle was that we were never alone in it. Empires rise, kings boast, golden idols crumble into dust, but the God we served in Babylon remains. And if you find yourself standing before your own furnace, if the music plays and the world bows, if faith costs you everything, stand. Stand even when your knees shake. Stand when the crowd turns away. Stand when the fire is lit. For there is one who still walks amongst the flames. And where he is present, even the fire becomes holy ground.